Hello YouTube, this is the Creative Duelist here, and today I'm here with something brand new. This is my creative guide on how to play Lightsworns or Twilightsworns. This is just a guide to help folks just to understand and how to play the deck, at a basic level. Also, big shout out to Ace of Bats. He did suggest that I should do something like this just to help players understand my decks better. I'll probably start doing this in the future when I make complicated decks that, don't seem too easy. But anyway, I'm going to get started and let's get straight onto it. So, Lightsworns, very basic, very easy to use. The main objective of this archetype is to basically send 4 or more Lightsworn monsters with different names from the deck to the graveyard in order to summon your boss monster, Judgment Dragon. Now, the Lightsworns all have their individual effects. Of course, you have the main bread and butter ones you play. Raiden, he allows you to excavate cards. Lumina helps you bring out Lightsworn monsters from your grave to the field to help you make some strong plays. Wolf is just a combo extender, and Garroth is obviously draw power, and Lila is just to destroy back row. All the Lightsworn monsters have the... well, not all of them, but like Wolf is an exception. Most of them have the effect where you have to send the top 2 or the top 3 cards you deck to graveyard. Those effects are mandatory. You must excavate. And of course, obviously, your boss monster, Judgment Dragon, being able to pay 1,000 to nuke the field is so powerful. Even to this day, this deck is old, and it's still doing well. To the next clip. I'm going to talk about the Twilightsworns. Again, this is the opposite of Lightsworns. You have to, instead of having 4 or more Lightsworn monsters with different names in your grave, you just banish them instead. You need to have 4 or more banished in order to summon Punishment Dragon. Now, Punishment Dragon, you pay 1,000 to shuffle back your opponents and your grave and your banish back into your deck, except for Lightsworn monsters. People thought this card was trash. It's not trash, it's really good. It's very methodical, being able to screw over your opponent's graveyard strategy. Very great to play. Of course, because of the new support, it's made playing Lightsworns more consistent. Being able to just have that control over your deck is just so great. And all that good stuff. So yes, let's get on with the next slide. Now, this is just basically the basics of the bread and butter combos. Now, there's this combo. Obviously, you can make Minerva. It's so easy. So easy. She requires 2 level 4 monsters, so it's not restricted to lights or anything. You use anything to make her, which is very easy to do. You can incorporate monsters like Goblinberg and any other level 4 monster to help you make Minerva. Quite easy to do. Just Goblinberg, Raiden, overlay, make Minerva. Very easy to do, very standard bread and butter. Not much to talk about here. And of course, my second other combo as well, you can make Michael. You just need a Lumina and a Raiden to make Michael. Very simple. There's different ways to go about it. Sometimes you'll have Raiden in grave, so you can use Lumina to pitch something from hand to target the Raiden. Or if you have like a Lightsworn monster in grave already, you can just ditch Raiden, target Raiden, bring Raiden, use the effect to excavate cards, and then make Michael. Those are just basic bread and butter combos. The other combos, again, I leave up to you. Those are pretty much at your disposal. These are just the basic generic combos that every Lightsworn player makes. It's very easy to do, it's not hard. And that's pretty much it for the bread and butter combos. The Twilightsworn aspect is pretty much the same. It's just, of course, it incorporates banishing them instead. So you banish your Lightsworn monsters to get their effects. Onto alternative cards you can play. This is totally up to you. It's completely optional. You do not have to play this. Of course, you have Honest. People decided to cut Honest. You can play it if you like. Don't feel any way if if other people are like, oh, well, you shouldn't be playing Honest again. Anyone can play anything in their deck. Lightsworn is so diverse. Play whatever you like. It's basically a battle hand trap, so you can pitch it. It's good for protecting Lumina. So if your opponent tries to tack over your Lightsworn monsters, just drop Honest and punish your opponent. Fairy Tale Snows is also a good card to play as well. You can banish Twilightsworn monsters to summon her, so she helps you get the necessary numbers in your banish area to summon Punishment Dragon. Tin Goldfish is an easy first turn maneuver. You can also use Snow as link fodder or easy rank 4 as well. Eclipse Wyvern is just there to help you banish your JD or your punishment, so it avoids you having to excavate them, because they do nothing for you in grave. It's always bad if you excavate Judgment Dragon or Punishment Dragon. And of course, Brilliant Fusion, that is just something, that's an engine if you want to play, play with the Predaplant engine and the Brilliant Fusion if you like. It's completely up to personal preference. Next slide. So Flowchart Analysis, this is just a flowchart analysis that I did, just to kind of give you folks an insight on how I kind of, tallied the deck, in terms of, how well it performs. So of course, it's jotted down into 4 points. You've got power, consistency, recovery, flexibility. You're going to go over them quite briefly. Power, of course, Lightsworns are very glass cannon. They make glass cannon boards. Of course, if you have the right hand and the cards you excavated were good, you can make a strong field. Again, Lightsworns are very potent, very destructive, and can deal a lot of damage to your opponent. Consistency. Also, yes, one more thing. I put it a 9 out of 10 for power because, of course, Lightsworns are very strong. Being able to do so much damage, it's pretty simple. Anyway, for consistency, I did a 6 out of 10. I was going to put a 5, but again, Lightsworns did receive some support, so it has made the deck a little bit consistent. Excuse me. So the deck is heavily reliant on luck, which is unfortunate, and drawing spells and the right monsters in your hand and sending them to graveyard is crucial. You need to send the right things. It's literally, it comes down, it's 50-50. You either draw a bomb hand, where you draw solar recharges and charges for days, or you draw 3 wolf and 3 judgment dragon and cry in the corner. It's pretty much, you just get those hands where it's just like, GG no re, this is trash, and it happens. Now, going on recovery, I did 4.5 out of 10. Reasons because, again, Lightsworns is very glass cannon. The issues with Lightsworns is that they just don't have solid boards. Protect my board sort of thing. A nice one Regeki, a Dark Hole is just enough to just get rid of your field. The only comeback ability I see, or being able to at least stay in the game and have a fighting chance, is if you have cards in hand. So you have Judgment Dragon to summon for next turn, you have E-Turtle to protect you, you have Snow and all that good stuff. But overall, if you do not have these cards, you are going to lose, because Lightsworn's having little to no protection except for the graveyard, because your graveyard is essentially your hand. And for my last point, of course, flexibility. Flexibility just means how well does this deck gel with other archetypes. I put it as a 9 out of 10. This deck is Lightsworn is so diverse. You can play anything in Lightsworns almost. 60 card Lightsworn, Lightsworn zombies, ABC Lightsworns, Infernoid Lightsworns. The list goes on. So that's just my personal overall flowchart analysis. It's okay if you disagree. There's nothing wrong with that. I'd love to hear your opinions on that. Please comment down in the comment section, and I would gladly hear you out. Next slide. So, pros and cons of Lightsworns overall. Pros, very potent, very strong, as I said before. can open up strong, powerful boards, great in, just great inherent draw cards, and excavation, Minerva, Solar Recharge, Charger, Light Brigade, and all that good stuff. Again, it's just got good support cards, diverse. The diversity is just so great, being able to gel well different archetypes, and of course the deck is all around very easy to use. Anyone can pick up Lightsworn. Lightsworn is not difficult to learn in the slightest. The only things that would probably be difficult about Lightsworns is fusing different archetypes and trying to discover more intricate hardcore combos. The cons: higher monster count, which leads to bricking and inconsistencies. That is Lightsworn's notorious. That's just what Lightsworns are notorious for losing to and having to deal with. The deck is extremely reliant on luck. Luck plays a big role in Lightsworns. Again, luck isn't always on our side. The deck is essentially an hourglass. Again, you're on a time limit when you're playing Lightsworns. If you're milling cards and you're not killing your opponent, again, you're going to either lose by life points or you're going to lose by decking out. Again, glass cannon decks don't last long. They sacrifice defense over offense, having the strong advantage of making beefy boards. Very little care about protection. Unsustainable boards, as I said. One good Regeki is enough to just blow out a Lightsworn player. And of course, unpredictable card excavations, meaning you could just excavate so many cards that you didn't want excavated. You end up, milling, Solar Recharges, Charger, Light Brigade. Pretty bad, not nice. So for the other slide as well, I think this is my final slide. Pros and cons for the Twilightsworn aspect of the deck. Removes the hourglass effect of Lightsworns. Again, Punishment Dragon, shuffling all cards back into the deck. You keep that balance. You can essentially just pick up the hourglass and reset everything, which is really nice. So you'll never deck out as long as you have life points to pay. Excavation control, diversity, more names and consistency increase. Allure of Darkness, you can play cards like Allure of Darkness, March of the Dark Brigade, Dark Brigade, etc. You can play and use more supporting engines efficiently. You can play Fairy Tale Snow. She has a bigger cause in the deck now, being able to summon Punishment Dragon by banishing the Lightsworn monsters in your grave with the greatest of ease, summoning Blackluster Soldier and Eclipse Wyvern, and etc. Again, it works with the normal Lightsworns. If it didn't, this whole aspect of Twilightsworns would be trash. Punishment Dragon pretty much disrupts your opponent's graveyard and banish area to impede graveyard strategies, which is very crucial. Cons: it still doesn't fix the inconsistency issue. Still reliant on luck. Can obviously become bricky, and of course it's we've only got like the first wave of Twilightsworns. We still need more support. It's not good enough, and if we just got more solid Lightsworn and Twilightsworn support, this deck would be pretty good. So thanks for watching. If you folks enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like, comment down below. Feedback is always nice to hear. Did I miss anything? Please comment down below any suggestions. Like this video, comment. Should I continue the series? Did you enjoy my little methodical and long, profound explanation on how to play Lightsworns? Please give it a like. Let me know if you don't like it. That's fine. I shall not continue. I just wanted to see how this would be well received. But yes, subscribe for more content, and I shall see you in my next video. Stay creative, have a good day, and of course, keep making your fun, creative rogue decks or your meta decks. It's always nice to see something diverse. This is the Creative Duelist signing off, and I shall see you in my next video. Take care.